Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to grow on Upwork. For me, growing means two things. It means that more clients come to you so it's easier to get jobs, and also these clients who come to you want to pay you more money. So the first thing you want to do is to optimize your profile. Profile optimization does two things. For example, it allows you to appear higher in search results and also be recommended more in other places. You get recommended more in when clients create job posts. They see a list of freelancers that they can invite, and the better you optimize your profile, the more likely it is that you get recommended to clients directly there. And also, the better optimized your profile is, the higher your proposal appears when you send proposals, because a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that when you send proposals first, you appear at the top of the list, but actually it's not chronological. It's actually based on how optimized your profile is and how relevant it is to that job. So optimizing your profile will make you appear higher than other people when you send proposals. The second thing it does, optimizing your profile, is also that if you optimize your profile correctly, it's not just about making sure that your profile is understood correctly by search engines. It's also about making sure that clients like it, want to click on it, and want to hire you. For example, here, if you see Shane here, this is his profile overview. It's not his full profile. It's just what clients see before they decide to click on it. He did a really good job, for example, with his profile picture that makes him look likable, competent. Also, he did a good job with his title and a lot of the other parts of his profile, admittedly, but his overview makes him gives a good first impression, so it makes a lot more clients want to click on it than other people's. So the way that you optimize your profile, if you want to see how to do it, I made a video recently where I show you how to optimize your profile. There's going to be a link to it in the description. I talk about how to appear higher, get recommended more, but also how to make sure that you are more clickable and are more attractive to clients, especially in your profile overview. So the second thing is that you want to focus on upskilling. You want to focus on spending a little bit of your time, a few hours per week, learning new skills to make yourself more valuable. There's two ways to go about this, okay? Two paths that I feel are worth it. The first path is that you want to specialize in something specific so that you become one of the best at that thing, so that you can solve problems that most other freelancers can't solve. Thereby, you become incredibly valuable and you can start charging a lot of money for your services, because not a lot of people are able to perform at your level. So you can specialize in one thing. For example, if you are an illustrator, you can focus on character design for anime. Like, that's very specific. If you're really one of the best at character design for anime, the people who want anime character design are going to be willing to pay more for you than other people, because you're going to be one of the best. Additionally, like if you are a web developer, for example, a programmer, you can focus on one programming language or technology and become the best in that technology, so that clients who want some of the best in that technology or have big problems that most experts cannot solve are going to come to you and are going to be willing typically to pay a lot more money for your services than other freelancers. So there's this. There's also the option of, instead of specializing, you can also spend your time learning how to offer services that are good upsells for the service that you already provide. For example, I am a web developer. I build websites. So what I did is I figured out that when I build websites for one of my clients, they had a problem. The problem was that they had a website, but no one came to it. Like, they didn't have traffic on their website. No one saw their website. No one saw it on Google. No one saw it on YouTube. So what I did is I learned to make their website appear higher on Google so that people could find their website. And I learned how to get traffic to a website via YouTube. And I started teaching that to my clients, and I started not teaching them, but I also started offering services that allowed me to help them rank higher on Google. And so what happened is, after I finished their website, they would stay my clients and they would want to keep paying me more, because I offered exactly the services that they needed. and they already trusted me because I'd done a good job with the website. So it was an easy sell for me. And also, the good thing about upsells, about things that you offer after your first service, is that when clients trust you, they're typically willing to pay more per hour in your second or third contract, because for them, it's much more risky to go hire someone else, and it takes time to find someone else they trust. And if they already trust you, there's a high likelihood that they say yes, even though you offer them your services for more money. So yeah, upsells are very, very powerful. And the third, well, before we move on to the third thing, if you're not sure how to learn, where to learn new skills, what I recommend is that there's a few resources you can use. There's obviously like books you can read. There's YouTube tutorials you can find, but also there's two websites that I've used that I really like. There's edX.org. Well, I've had bad experiences with both websites, but there are good courses on both of these websites. Basically, these are websites where you can either find free courses or courses that are very cheap that give you very good education. For example, edX is a website where a ton of universities, like as you can see, like Harvard, Berkeley, Boston University, and big companies like Google publish courses on there that you can, for example, watch university courses on artificial intelligence, on leadership, on different skills. And a lot of these courses, they offer you to watch them for free, but the only thing is that if you watch them for free, you don't get evaluated by them, and you don't get a degree or a they don't recognize that you have followed this course, but you still can watch them for free and learn the skills. And for someone on Upwork where, degrees don't really matter, that's awesome, because all you care about is skills, and you can learn from some of the best universities for free. So yeah, this website is pretty cool. And there's also udemy.com, which is another website. The content creators who build courses on this site, some of them are real college teachers as well, but a lot of them are just normal people. So the quality of the courses tends to be lower. However, there's also a lot of really good courses on Udemy, and they tend to be very cheap. You can usually get it on sales, like for example here for $12.99 Canadian, which is probably like 10 or $9.99 US or something like that. I can get a course, a lot of them made by a college teacher. So yeah, if you shop there and you really make sure you buy the right courses, you can find a lot of really good education for very cheap. And that's actually where I learned to become a web developer, and where I learned to offer Google advertising, search engine optimization, and almost all of my career skills I learned on Udemy. So yeah, I absolutely love this site, and I recommend checking it out. So the third thing is that you want to learn to sell better to your clients. This is going to make it easier for you to find jobs, and obviously to be able to increase your hourly rate, because if you are better at selling yourself, you are better at making yourself look more valuable, and more valuable means that people value you more, so they're willing to pay you more money for your services and want to hire you more. So learning the sales part, not just the skills to provide better services, but also the skills to make clients want to hire you more, is also a good time investment. There's a few things that you can focus on. For example, you can focus on learning to write better sales pages for Project Catalog. For example, here at the top, you don't have to apply to jobs on Upwork. You also have the option to use Project Catalog. Here at the top of the navigation bar here, you can see there's Find Work. There's a drop-down menu under it. So the last one is Project Dashboard. Click on that. It's going to take you to Project Catalog. So Project Catalog is basically, you can build sales pages that clients can find on Upwork. And my saved searches have disappeared. But if I write, for example, Illustrator, you're going to see what these sort of pages look like. Not in jobs. I'm going to do in talent, or no, actually, I'm just going to search for projects. Illustrator projects. You're going to see this is a list of sales pages built by different freelancers, and clients can just browse through this and find you without you having to send proposals. For example, if you look at this one, you're going to see what a sales page can look like. The better you are at making good sales pages and writing good text for it, and choosing the right pricing strategy, making good illustrations, and understanding what services to offer based on offer and demand and how the market works. All these skills are going to allow you, if you want to use this strategy, to find more clients and increase your revenue. So this is one of the things that you can learn that's really worth it. However, if you prefer to actually go apply to jobs directly instead of building sales pages, learning to write better proposals is also going to give you a lot of return on investment. And if you want to learn how to build good proposals, I actually built a step-by-step guide where I show you how to build proposals that stand out. If you want to check it out for free, there's going to be a link to it in the description where you can go download it on my website. So next, there's also the option of learning to message clients better and learning how to handle the job interviews and the sales calls better, because the better you are at messaging and at sales calls and interviews, the higher the chance that once a client starts talking with you that they decide to hire you instead of hiring someone else. So this is also a place where learning it can give you a lot of return on your time investment. So the fourth thing is that you want to be consistent and patient. What you want to do is you want to try to work, in my opinion, at least like 4 times a week and try to build a habit. A lot of people could be successful on Upwork, but what happens is they just give up. And what I recommend is that if you struggle with motivation, at least try to do one thing for each of those 4 work days. Even if it's something very small, like applying to one job, if it's the only thing that you can motivate yourself to do, still do it. Build the habit of going on Upwork many times a week. And by building these habits, by going on Upwork a lot and at least doing one thing, it's going to allow you to have less motivation problems over the long run and less procrastination problems over the long run. So it's going to decrease your emotional resistance to working on Upwork. And this is going to make it easier for you over the long run to put in the hours that you actually need to succeed and actually become successful. So these are the 4 things I recommend to grow on Upwork. And if you have any questions, ask me in the comments. If you have any topics you want me to cover, ask me in the comments. And I'll see you in my next videos. Take care.